Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. Okay, the purpose of this video is actually to replace the cancelled webinar, right, due to a technical error by e-learning. So I will try to do a video on 1.3 data summary and presentation. Right, there is actually quite some topics that need to be covered within this 1.3. As you can see here, we have several branches that we need to go there. Okay, so I intend to cover everything in a video, but not just one video. Well, I try to split it into several videos to make it short per video. Alright, so without further ado, let's proceed. In data presentation, in data summary and presentation, in general, we have three main topics, right, that we are going to cover. So the first one is known as type of data. Okay, in the summary we will learn first on types of data. Why do we need to learn that? Because it is crucial to know what kind of data that we have before we can proceed with other things, method and so on. So first, type of data, and then we are going to actually discuss on how to present the data using a graph, which is in graphical data presentation, and finally numerical data presentation. So how to present data but in numerical way. Alright, so let's look at type of data. Okay, for types of data in this world, it doesn't matter where you are, right? As long as it is within this world, right? As far as we know, there are only in general there are two kind of data. In general, the first one is for qualitative and the other one is for quantitative. Okay, so for quantitative, it is obvious any data that you can use to calculate. Well, you can calculate it using your calculator. You can actually, when I say calculate, it means that you can conduct an operation, mathematical operation of the most basic one, plus, minus, multiply, and divide. Okay, those are known as quantitative. But somehow there are some data that you can calculate, right? But it is actually not quantitative. Why? Because even if you calculate it, it will not give you a useful result. Okay, so that is quantitative. Okay, so let's try to see an example. If you look at your book, you'll see that in table 1.2, okay, the description of quantitative data, right, deals with numbers described by quantity, characteristic that can be measured. This is everything that I say just now. The example is length, height, area, volume, weight, speed, so on and so forth. So basically, anything that can be calculated and give you a meaningful result is a quantitative data. Okay. As for qualitative, right, meaning that it is actually the gap that being left by quantitative is actually qualitative. For example, so any data that cannot be calculated, right, or can be calculated but give you a meaningless result, unuseful result, is known as qualitative. Okay, so let's look at the description in table 1.2. So for qualitative data, it deals with a description described by quality, not quantity, characteristic that can be observed but not measured. Okay, we are going to see what does it mean by can be observed but not measured. Example: colors, textures, smell, taste, appearance, beauty, so on and so forth. So anything that can be calculated is qualitative. Okay, so we are going to see What does it mean by qualitative? I mean in detail, what does it mean by qualitative and quantitative on our next video.